Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls, Golden, what if, whatever you want to call me, and I'm back with part 2 of what if Deku had a wolf Quirk. And again, I'm going to start this off by first saying to make sure to go check out Xehther's brand new channel. His last one got hacked, so we're trying to get his channel back to where it was. And I thought I would help a little bit on that push, so go check the description below for that. And then also shout out to my boy XSplit for the brand new intro. His link will also be in the description below. And yeah, that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed this part of what if Deku had a wolf Quirk. And I'm not going to waste any more of your time, and we're going to get right into the what if. Let's get it. Class 1A gets on their hero suits and they head out to Ground Gamma. When they arrive, All Might explains the scenario. He tells them that there was a killing and they need to figure out who it is based on evidence and the way they are acting. Also, the other students will be playing the roles of the innocent and the villain or villains.
Now, the first team is Luna, Midoriya, Ida, Momo, and Asui.
All Might tells them to wait as he gets the others set up, and when they are ready, he will call them. After some time, they are all called over, and All Might tells them to begin. But when everyone starts talking, Izuku decides to not help, and stays by All Might.
Young Midoriya, shouldn't you be helping your team?
All Might, I already know who the villain is. All Might is confused, and tells him to whisper the answer. Izuku does so, and All Might confirms it's correct, and asks how he came to that conclusion so quickly. It's part of my quirk. I can basically sense intent, nervousness, emotion in general, like stuff like that. In training exercises, it's a little bit harder, but with really bad people, it's very easy. All Might nods and is impressed, as Luna runs over asking what Izuku is doing. Oh, I already know who it is, but you should as well, Luna. Focus. Use the training I put you through and focus your senses. I'm going to stay out of this one because it would be, well, not very beneficial. Luna nods and enters her wolf form while staying in the human state, so it's more of like a half and half, and begins trying to sense everything around her. The group talks about who they think it is, and they actually narrow it down to 3 people. Luna keeps looking around, realizing that there's actually 2 villains amongst everyone. She approaches one of the 3, who is Kaminari, and says that he is one of them. The group is confused and asks what does she mean by one of them. And the girl, who was Mina behind the counter, tries to make her way out, but Luna grabs her. She is the second one. All Might and Izuku smile, and All Might tells them that was a job well done, and that Luna spotted something that even someone who is normally seen to be innocent in a situation like this could be a part of the prime suspects.
I hope this helps you all realize that realizing the true situation is very important. I heard what happened yesterday, and I hope all of you can do better.
The people who got in trouble the day prior apologize and promise to do better. All Might pats Izuku on the head, telling him not to worry and that actions do speak louder than anything in this society. Izuku nods and runs over to the group. That was pretty impressive, you 4. They thank him, and Ida and Mina apologize for their reaction to him yesterday. It's okay, don't worry about it. He smiles and the group heads back. Multiple other groups go, having some good and some bad experiences, but overall they all accomplish what they set out to do in their training session. They all head home, and the next day comes around, and Aizawa announces what they will be doing.
Job well done yesterday, but now for more training. Today we will be going to the USJ. Everyone meet me outside.
The class heads out, and they all get on a bus and begin talking about their quirks, trying to figure out actually who the strongest is. Some argue for Zuko and others for Shoto, but Izuku chimes in as well. Honestly, Todoroki's quirk is extremely powerful for many situations, so I definitely think his quirk is stronger than mine. But I guess it's really how you use it, right? Some people ask what he means by that, and Luna says that Izuku has much more control over his quirk than Todoroki does, so raw strength doesn't really matter very much. Izuku nods, and Todoroki, being the, edgelord he is, just scoffs at the remark. They all arrive at the USJ and then head in. They are greeted by Pro Hero 13, but Izuku begins sensing something. Aizawa, something is coming. Aizawa, knowing Izuku's quirk and how good he is with it based on the success in the hero training the day before, he tells someone to contact UA, but it actually doesn't work. Their communications are completely cut off. Ida is sent out to run and get help, and as he leaves, a giant portal shows up in the middle of the USJ, and a man with hands all over him comes out with a hulking figure behind him. Now, where is All Might?
It seems that he isn't here, young master.
Fine. Go have some fun until he arrives. Aizawa jumps down towards the villains and begins defeating them. 13 tells them all to stay where they are, but when she looks, Izuku and Luna are already gone. Aizawa is about to be hit, but Izuku kicks the villain in the face, knocking him out instantly.
What are you two doing? Let me handle this.
This makes it quicker. Plus, I'll never let someone of the pack fight alone. Luna nods and Aizawa just smiles.
Just keep up, you two.
The three of them quickly defeat all the villains, and Shigaraki stands there with a small smirk. Now that is impressive. That one Kurogiri. Who is he?
I believe that is Izuku Midoriya. He is currently top of their class.
Makes sense. Now he is interesting. Nomu, go see what the kid can do. The Nomu then walks over, and Aizawa watches as it ignores him, walking by. Luna, you might want to move. The Nomu throws a punch at Izuku, but he blocks it, still taking a ton of damage though. Izuku begins to grow and turns into a giant wolf.
Now let's see what you got.
Izuku charges at the Nomu, clawing at it, pinning it down, but it seems to not be able to take any damage. As he grows more frustrated, a red aura slowly begins to appear, and he actually starts doing sustainable damage.
What is happening to him?
Aizawa looks on, extremely confused. Izuku throws the Nomu and does this blood-curdling howl. This Izuku wasn't the same. He was now deep into his pack mentality, his wolf mentality. No, his alpha wolf mentality. The howl was so great that Luna even changed into her lunar wolf form and walked over to Izuku right beside him. Now that is some quirk. Screw All Might. This kid. Master needs to know about him. Kurogiri, leave the Nomu. Get us out of here.
As you wish, young master.
The other two villains disappear, and as this happens, tons of wolves come out of various parts of the USJ, seemingly like Izuku summoned them. Izuku and Luna and all of these other wolves rip the Nomu to shreds. Izuku howls once again, and the wolves disappear, and Luna and him pass out. Everyone stares in complete awe at what just occurred, and all the pro heroes and All Might enter, seeing the carnage. Luna and Izuku are taken to recovery girls, and they're out for at least 2 days, but they finally wake up. Huh? Where am I? Izuku sits up, and recovery girl sees that he's up and tells him that, he's been in her, office because of the USJ fight. Oh, thank you, recovery girl. She tells him that it's no problem, but to not be so reckless next time. Soon after, Luna runs in, asking what even happened. Izuku looks at his hands. It must have had something to do with the alpha part of my quirk. But I think it could have gone even further if we didn't pass out. What do you mean? I could feel this power, but I don't know what it was. It felt like something far beyond anything I've ever felt in any training or even then. I'm sorry, Luna. I didn't mean to, control you. Luna walks up to him saying that it's fine, and maybe that was for the best. Maybe he couldn't have taken on that Nomu by himself. Recovery Girl then tells them both that if they're fine, then they're free to go. They both agree and leave, but Aizawa quickly stops them outside.
Problem child, if you don't mind, can you explain what happened at the USJ?
Izuku explains basically what he felt and what his quirk is, and it seems to have taken that next step, exactly what the doctor was talking about all those years ago.
Interesting. I guess you need more training. Luckily, that's why you are here.
Aizawa tells them both to head home, and he leaves saying that they basically start back tomorrow and to be ready for the UA Sports Festival. They do as they are told, and the next day their class is sent out to the stadium, getting introduced by their very own Midnight. She welcomes everyone, and she asks for the number 1 student in the entrance exam to approach. Izuku does so, and his ears perk up as everyone awes about how cute he looks. I promise that all of us will put on an amazing performance, and I pledge to do my best. The crowd cheers for him, and he walks back to his class, and Luna looks kinda mad. Midnight then begins to announce the event. She spins the wheel, and it lands on something interesting. The event is the crown game. The students and the audience, they're pretty confused. They don't actually know what this is. Midnight then explains that everyone has 5 minutes in a massive battle royale to basically wear the crown just one time, which means if you play nice, everyone could wear it, but if you don't, only one person could. Now that is interesting. Luna asks why, and Izuku explains that now they will basically get to see who actually is going to take this seriously, because if you want to win, you don't let anybody else touch that crown. All the class go to the stage, which Cementos actually makes bigger, because normally if this game was played, it would be at a smaller scale. So he makes the stage bigger to help with the capacity issue, but you could only grow a stage so much. The crown is then thrown into the middle of the arena, and the mosh pit of people try to grab it and put it on, but nobody actually can, popping the crown up, and Izuku jumps up, putting it on his head. Everyone charges at him, but as they do this, he throws it to Luna, and she puts it on. The crowd in unison ask a question. Are they really playing a game of keep away? Izuku and Luna do this, but Bakugo, with his explosion quirk, obviously is able to grab it and he puts it on. But instead of keeping it, he smirks and throws it back to Izuku. Luna is surprised because, obviously Izuku and Bakugo's past disagreements and bullying, but Izuku expected this, knowing that Bakugo knew that the less people there were, that makes it, easier to win. This continues until Shoto gets frustrated, freezing everyone, making it obviously easier for him to grab onto the crown. But at the end of the game, that is it. Bakugo, Luna, Izuku, and Shoto. Nobody else. And frankly, Bakugo, Luna, and Izuku are just too fast to let anyone even touch the crown. Ida, you could argue is fast enough, but the crowded area definitely doesn't help. And only 4 people make it on to the next round. And obviously that crowded area definitely played a factor, and now everyone realizes why it would be better if that game was played in later rounds. Midnight then announces that since there's only 4 people left, they need to do one-on-one battles. And the matches of, well, the losers will face off to determine the third place of the festival. The matches are announced on the intercom by Present Mike. The first match will be Izuku Midoriya versus Katsuki Bakugo. The crowd cheers both Izuku and Bakugo as they walk up, but they stare at each other and smirk. They both walk up to the stage.
Don't think I'm gonna go easy on you, nerd.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not thinking it, because I only give thought to actual challenges. Izuku smirks and Bakugo is visibly pissed at the remark.
Get ready to die.
Now begin in 3, 2, 1, go! And that is a wrap for this part. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, hit the sub button, comment down below. I hope y'all also enjoyed the new intro. I thought it was a cool change of pace, and it was, I mean, I might end up going back to the old one like in the very near future, but I would like to get a better animated intro, so that's what I'm going to be working on. But for now, I really like this intro, so shout out to XSplit. Make sure to check out the links in the description, all that type of stuff. And yeah, that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.